Conservative media has a new target, and this time it's a rally against one of their own, Steve Bannon. There is growing backlash among conservative commentators towards Bannon over how he has handled recent revelations tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Bannon became widely known as a chief strategist to President Donald Trump in his early first term. And as one of the architects of the MAGA movement, he is still a very strong behind-the-scenes figure in the MAGA movement today. For years, the Epstein case had been used heavily in right-wing media as proof that powerful elites were protected. Trump ran his entire campaign on the promise to expose the Epstein files, and everyone in them, by the way. It became more than a criminal case. It became a symbol of corruption, secrecy, and elite immunity. So when new details surface or when questions resurface, the expectation of the American people is very simple. Total transparency, total accountability, no exceptions. That is the standard. That was set by the Trump administration. But now, some conservative voices are accusing others inside of their own movement of not being consistent. They are calling on Bannon for being one of those voices, calling for the files to be suppressed and the criminals to be protected. They are asking, why are some names exposed while other elite members are being protected? With, their names basically being redacted on several 100,000 pages. Why are Clinton and Bill Gates unredacted while others are being hidden from us? This is not just, personality drama, okay? This is real. Steve Bannon was named many times in the release files, including thousands of text messages and communications with Epstein. The files included thousands of text messages and emails between Bannon and Epstein, especially from 2018 and 2019. So these messages show two men discussing geopolitics, including European political coalitions, pressure on China and business, connections in the Middle East. Look, Epstein offered Bannon use of Epstein's Paris apartment, Palm Beach house, and private plane on multiple occasions. And they dined together frequently. So according to documents and prior reporting, Bannon provided media training to Epstein as part of work on a documentary. Bannon and Epstein discussed projects that might, rehabilitate Epstein's public image after damaging press. This is so bad that even Elon Musk tweeted this week, and I'm going to quote, "Bannon is evil." This is a credibility test inside of a political coalition. When a movement builds identity around exposing corruption, it has to apply that standard evenly or risk losing trust from its own base. And here is the strategic part that really matters. Fractures inside of a political media ecosystem don't stay isolated. If conservative voters start questioning whether their own influencers are protecting certain figures, that weakens message discipline. And message discipline is how movements maintain power. And I want to be clear that this does not mean that anyone has admitted any wrongdoing. It does not mean that the movement is necessarily collapsing. It means that there is a visible disagreement about how far accountability should go and who it should reach. That's serious, okay? Because the Epstein story has always been about powerful people and, hidden networks. And if the debate turns inward, the question shifts from what happened to who decides what gets exposed. And once audiences start asking that question, trust will become basically the center issue. Okay, not outrage, not trust. That's why this matters. Not because people are arguing, but because internal accountability battles shape how voters interpret everything. And in an election year, credibility fractures are not these small little events or these things that happen. They are ripples that continuously start to grow and grow and grow. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.